Hey there, Nomads of Lore. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Sean.
And together we are Mead and Mischief, your home away from no home. Today we're going to discuss 15 Easter eggs from the Wheel of Time, Episode 4. So as we've done in the past, we're going to give you a quick spoiler warning. Spoilers for episodes 1 through 4. Mm-hmm. And for the books, very, very mild. We've been trying to be really cognizant of only giving spoilers or only giving facts about things and not trying to give story spoilers so that new people that haven't read can enjoy this content and kind of get a glimpse into what the show's about, but not be spoiled if they ever do want to go read the books. And again, like I said last time, these Easter eggs are not necessarily, oh my gosh, spoiler Easter eggs, crazy things that we didn't know, but more things that we thought were fun and interesting facts from the books that kind of give us a little more depth.
Yep.
So let's dive in.
Our first kind of sort of Easter egg is we get a new location, and that is Gildon, or as they pronounce it in the show, Gaelden, or something along those lines. And that is a new location. And if you don't know, Gildon is a relatively small country that lies along the feet of the Mountains of Mist to the north of Amadisia and the northwest of Altara. And I know that most of that is not in the show. So for clarification of places that we have seen in the show, this is a place that is pretty much due south of the two rivers and way south west from Tarvalon. And that's where it's located.
So the second Easter egg that we wanted to mention was the corruption following the coding on the one power as Logain uses it. Super cool scene where he's using the one power as he enters into Gaeldon, and you can see the taint or corruption as it follows along his weaves.
The third Easter egg we wanted to point out is that we see the madness linked to male channelers showing up again, but we get to see it in a different way. And this is a nod to the fact that the madness does manifest differently for different male channelers. It was nice in this particular one that it was different, but similar enough that all the audience can understand what's happening.
Easter egg number 4. There's a really cool scene with a female voice that's kind of talking to Nynaeve. There's both a female and a male, and they kind of almost are ethereal voices sitting behind him at one point. But if you turn on subtitles, you are greeted with a little Easter egg that the voice of the female, the name of her is Elusha. We're pretty sure this is not a character from the books, but super cool little Easter egg they threw in there, and we may find out more about her in the coming episodes.
The next Easter egg that we wanted to mention is that we get a new use of the power in this episode. We actually get several. And that is the first new use of the power that we see is, of course, shielding. The sisters are shielding Logain. They're cutting him off from the source temporarily throughout the episode.
So Easter egg number 6 also kind of ties in with that new use of power. Karine talks about her use of wards to alert them or warn them if the followers of Logain happen to find their camp or attack their camp.
The next Easter egg is kind of an Easter egg from episode 3, but it really is fleshed out in this one, so this is where we wanted to note it, and that is that we have a 5th Dragon Reborn candidate. The episode presents us with 2 options as who that 5th might be. They present us strongly with Logain for quite a while. And then, of course, at the end, they present Nynaeve's option. And since Logain has been gentled, it's a strong idea that Nynaeve is our 5th Dragon Reborn candidate.
Easter egg number 8 gives us more background on Alana and Moraine and their history together. Whether or not they were novices together might be a little change from the books, but it's a pretty cool little glimpse into what they did as novices together and how they were brought up and that friendship and that bond that's there.
Our Easter egg number 9 is going to be kind of a blanket Easter egg for several little moments, and that is we start to see in this episode some of the differences between the ajahs. We hear specifically that the green ajah is the battle ajah, and we get the sense of the red ajah's kind of air of superiority, and they're the best. And we also note that the green ajah, they sometimes have more than one warder, and sometimes are more likely to have relationships with their warders, and all of those things. We also get some tensions. Specifically, we get the tension between the red ajah and the blue ajah that Leandrin mentions here as well.
So Easter egg number 10, we get a really cool scene with the farmer and his family that Rand has come upon with Matt and Tom. But Rand gets to show a little bit of his Tavern self, where he kind of the world, the actions of others and things kind of revolve around him and go in a direction, good or bad. But it's really cool to see that Tavern kind of shine through.
Our 11th Easter egg is one on this list that is definitely an Easter egg, for sure. And that is that the little doll that the little girl has is, of course, a Birgitta Silverbow doll, which is quite fitting since the whole family are clearly archers. And Birgitta is a famous archer from legend. She is one of the heroes of the Horn, which I'm sure we'll find out more about in the show as we continue on. It was a really fun Easter egg from the books.
Easter egg 12 is in reference to a really cool scene that is Lan and Moraine, where they're showing a little bit more of their relationship and how awesome that is, but specifically their bond and how his drinking affects her mood and changes her mood a little bit. Just really cool little tidbits of that throughout. Of course, we also see really cool shot of Kareen dying, unfortunately, but the really cool shot of her warder being affected by that death as well. Just kind of building on these bonds between the warder and Aes Sedai, and it's really cool to see in the show.
Easter egg number 13 is the fact that Matt is very clearly being affected by the dagger or Shadar Logoth or both. We get to see this kind of zombification. I know Jonathan kind of hates that, but we see that look and that this is going on, and there's some connection with him and the shadow and the dark spawn, and all of these things are going on there.
Easter egg number 14 is the awesome backstory that we're starting to get with Lan. We know that's important in book number 1 and the end. And so anyway, get to see a little bit of Lan's backstory and him talking about the people of Malkir. He mentions the 7 towers and then the home that they lost. Thought that was a really cool little tidbit from the books.
The last Easter egg that we wanted to mention is yet another new use of the power. We get a lot of that in this episode. It's really fun and exciting, and that is linking. Of course, linking, the way it works is one Aes Sedai takes control of the power and then is able to utilize the power flowing through her other sisters, and they get to use that and use it in a more powerful way, which they do, of course, to gentle Logain there at the end of this episode. Those are the Easter eggs that we noticed and wanted to bring to you guys. What Easter eggs did we miss? Which ones did we get to share with you that you didn't catch at the beginning, and all of those things? Thank you guys so much for all the support and all the views. We really, really appreciate it. We've got a lot of community things that we're trying to push out, live videos, and we're about to release a Discord server and some other things. So be on the lookout for both of those things. We're going to do lives probably Saturday mornings throughout this season, and the Discord server will be coming very soon. As soon as we want to make sure it's as good as we want it to be for you guys. All of that stuff.
Also, don't forget, if you haven't seen yet, there's bonus content.
Absolutely. Mention that again.
And it's kind of weird how they've released it and kind of confusing, and we're glad because it gave us more content to get to talk about.
There's a video
but
we have
at the same time. Yeah, it's a little confusing. So there is a video on how to get to that bonus content. There's some animated shorts and some behind the
really
scenes,
good.
Some art, some all kinds of stuff. So you should definitely, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check that out.
Yeah.
And like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. Tell us any we missed or any that
so you know when we go live.
That's right. And we're going to be doing that again next week. So y'all watch out for that. And got a lot of stuff coming at you.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.